Feel like summer in Ibiza, taste like honey when I see ya. I can't help it, I'm obsessing. Oh my God, I wanna feel ya. Watermelon, sugar sweet, now we're sitting on the beach. I can't help it, I'm obsessing. Oh my God, I wanna feel you right now.
When I found out that we would be filming an Azimut S6, to be quite honest, the first thing that came to mind was that it's not a model that I know terribly well. So I spent some time looking at the Azimut website, and what I found out, to be quite honest, it made me want to buy one as well. The first thing I noticed immediately were the three propellers that to some may appear to be facing in the wrong direction. For those that know, this is a dead giveaway that the vessel has Volvo IPS engines. If you've ever wondered, by the way, IPS stands for Inboard Performance System. And Volvo say that this configuration, along with the simple joystick controls, allows for greater control, speed, and ease of use. A yacht of this size with IPS engines and controls is in fact a very simple vessel to maneuver into a tight berth. The Azimut website confirms that with three 550 horsepower Volvo engines, the yacht can reach a speed of 35 knots. And it also gives some vital statistics of the yacht's size, which is 18 meters or 59 feet 1 inch in length, with a beam of 4.75 meters or 15 feet and 7 inches, and a draft at full load, including the propellers, of 1.61 meters or 5 feet and 3 inches. Important information if you're thinking of putting her outside your house in Fort Lauderdale. There was a lot more interesting information in the Azimut website that really is worth mentioning. But first, let me take you through the layout of the yacht. The aft deck is a very clever design. It's compact and cozy, with a table that can fold out to be larger or fold up to make more space to walk around. Sunbathing may seem a stretch here, until some very clever folk in the Azimut design office had the bright idea to create a platform extending from the main deck on which sunbathing cushions are fitted. Surprisingly, it looks great and it is tremendously practical. By the way, those robust looking hinges at the sides of the sun deck are there because the whole area lifts up to reveal a transom garage for the tender, or a jet ski if you prefer. Worth mentioning that the platform that you see there lowers hydraulically so that the tender and you can easily access the water. Forward on the bow is another sun pad and seating area. On their website, Azimut call this a bow lounge, which made me smile, but it's actually a pretty good description of the area. You may not guess it from the profile, but the S6 is actually a flybridge yacht, so you have an extra deck here, albeit quite contained. There's a little more sunbathing space here, but above all, this is definitely the spot that you'll want to drive the boat from. It's such an advantage over a pure open yacht. Inside, and we really see the great Italian design. The main salon is just as beautiful as any of the larger Azimuts, just as well appointed and just as comfortable. A well-equipped galley is situated to port, handy for serving guests and also enjoying their company while you cook if you don't have crew to cook for you. And to starboard is the inside helm station. Yacht broker Rolf.smith, who represents the yacht for sale, accompanied the film crew for the day, and when I spoke to him by phone, he was keen to talk about how well this yacht has been maintained. She was delivered in 2021, but presents as new due to the owner's approach to maintenance, ensuring that AMF is in showroom condition at all Rolf also showed the camera team to the guest accommodation below deck. The forward stateroom is beautifully appointed, very tasteful indeed, and those two side windows along with the skylight make this a wonderful place to be during the day as well as at night. Further aft and to starboard is an additional twin stateroom that I have to say is more spacious than you would think from the general arrangement drawing. And to help create more living space, or I guess sleeping space too, these two cabins share a bathroom that can be accessed either from the VIP stateroom or from the corridor. Further aft and we find the owner's stateroom, and this really is something. By positioning the bed diagonally, you get a real sense of size and grandeur in this cabin. And once again, those windows are so useful. They look great both from the outside and from the inside too. Finally, the crew cabin is in the bow, where there is a small head too. It really is important to note that a yacht like this is designed for weekend cruising, and for many owners they will pretty much run it themselves, with crew living most of the time on shore and staying on board only for the occasional longer cruise. Now, I mentioned earlier that the Azimut website did have more interesting information. So interesting, in fact, that I'll put a link to it below. And I read there that Azimut have achieved a 20 to 30% reduction in fuel consumption and carbon emissions with this model by paying great attention to the underwater profile of the yacht and by using carbon fibre combined with triple pod propulsion. The use of carbon fibre in the construction process, they say, allows for greater interior volume, great dynamic stability and superb performance. It's interesting stuff. I recommend that you read about it on their website. It is in fact a fantastic yacht for the United States, and anybody watching this video who is familiar with the South Florida lifestyle will know it is fantastic for Miami, Fort Lauderdale, whizzing over to the Bahamas and enjoying a yacht that is built by an absolute pedigree brand and is relatively easy to own and to operate. Like I said earlier, it leaves me wanting to buy one for myself. But since I can't, and maybe you can, if you are a qualified buyer, I recommend that you reach out and contact Rolf, who you saw in that video, and is absolutely the right person to show you the yacht and to help you become her next owner.